Okay, I already ate half of them. Up at the cabin for a couple of nights. It is a rainy weekend. I love rainy weekends. That gives me a chance to just sort of chill inside the cabin here and play some music and watch movies. I'm sort of a bit of a movie buff, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight, and going to be cooking popcorn in kind of a new smart way. However, first things first. First things first. One of the things that's been kind of fun over the last few months has been doing some different product reviews. Now, I'm not like the ShamWow guy and flogging, all these crazy things, but I do like watching videos where I'm seeing other people use different products. And so I've been happy to do reviews on things that I think are going to be useful here at the cabin, and the things that I think will be helpful to share with viewers of the channel as well. So in that vein, this company contacted me to see if I'd be interested in checking out this kettle pot. A couple of things really sort of intrigued me about this. This is made for the RV, van life, camper crowd. For off-grid cabins, you're going to need a power station for this because it does take power, but it's very energy efficient and you can cook a bunch of different things in here, including, and this is what caught my eye, was popcorn. Now, if you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I like watching movies up here. I have a video projector and a built-in video projector screen, and I just love chilling up here and watching a Harry Potter movie once in a while, or something even more intellectual than that. So I've got a couple power stations up here. Oh, hello, girl. See, you make your entrances right at the wrong time and your exits at the wrong time. But this is one of the power stations I use. I've got a little portable record player on top here, which I like, spinning vinyl every once in a while. Got the Dr. John just waiting, standing by. And then I've also used this EcoFlow Delta Max 2. On top of that, I have a backup 12-volt system that runs off a marine battery, and I've got solar panels out on the roof, and that's how all that gets powered up. So let's have a look at this little kettle pot. I'm kind of excited about it. Ooh, very nice. You know what it reminds me of right away? It's one of those beer mugs that you'd bring to a resort in Cancun. I don't go to resorts in Cancun. This lid here, it also kind of reminds me of a French press. So maybe you can use this for a French press. That's what I'm guessing, because that's what it's got right there. Nice high quality, feels like stainless steel there. And there's your plug, 3-pronged plug. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to have to read the instructions.
12 seconds later.
That took about 1 second to read the whole manual.
12 seconds.
This thing is very easy to use. You've got a power button, and there are 3 options. You can drink, eat, or pop. It doesn't get any simpler than that. So the differences are, for drinking, it's going to boil the contents. Basically, you put your drinking water in there or your coffee, whatever it is, and it's going to boil it and then automatically shut off when it's done. For the eat setting, it's going to bring it up to a boil and then not shut off. It will just keep it at temperature until you manually shut it off to finish your cooking your food, whatever it is. For popping your corn, and again, this is kind of the thing that really caught my eye here, is you've got a measuring tool. Where's my lid here? Lost my lid. There it is. So you'd put your kernels in, and then right on the lid here, you've got a measuring tool to pour your oil. Set this to drink. I'm going to turn it on. All right, let's see what kind of power it's drawing here from the EcoFlow. So 484 watts. Now, we all know that all of the Chinese products, anything coming from China, is going to be going up in price. Unfortunately, a lot more for our American friends. But here in Canada as well, this stuff is going to be going up. I had some really good contact with the owner, the founder of this company, who is really excited about this product. And I am genuinely happy to support entrepreneurs, regardless of what country they come from. who really stand behind their product and make a product based on their own needs and stand behind it. It's also probably not a bad time if you are still buying Chinese products, and I can guarantee you like 90% of these types of things, power stations, all of that comes from China. Not a bad time to buy some stuff if you're planning to in the near future. I'm not trying to flog this. I'm literally, I don't know much about it other than it's about to make me some tasty popcorn, hopefully. Okay, it's done. I guess it's nothing dramatic to see here. It is boiled water. So coming from China, of course, they love to cook things in kettle pots. You know, they like to boil up chicken and veggies and broths and all those really, really tasty things that you find when you go to your local Chinese diner. Maybe not a Canadian Chinese diner, but an actual Cantonese Chinese diner. So you can do cooking, you can cook meat in this, you can basically cook anything that you need to bring to a boil, you can do with this. So water's been boiled, let's pop some corn. Woohoo! The French press part is removable. And then with the lid, you've got a little stir stick that you can use right through the top hole there. But for measuring the popcorn, the way that it works is basically you're just going to fill the lid with popcorn. Let's do that now. I'm using the scissors from the Byberry utility knife set. Nice little utility knife from Byberry. I just did a different review on that, if you wanted to have a look. These things are so crazy sharp, I can hardly believe it. So the way it works is you measure your popcorn simply by pouring it all over the place. All right, let's pour those suckers in there. See, I could have done all of that over and done it nice and cleanly and shown you how easy it was, but this is reality television here. You got nothing but reality from the Clever Joe show. Okay, it has another compartment. Let's see how this goes, where you fill with oil or or butter. We're going to be using some very healthy vegetable oil. Can you imagine, only a couple of years ago, vegetable oil, this probably cost 99 cents. Now, I don't know if you can get it for under $8-9. It's got that little separate compartment to measure it out perfectly. Woohoo! Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes, babies. Once again, just in case it hasn't been clear to anybody, we are not on the drink setting, the eat setting, but we are on the pop setting. Drink, eat, pop. Okay, let's have a look here. So one thing I just realized is this container gets really hot. Of course it does. And this has got a nice little spandex. I don't know if it's spandex.
Reach up left and right, now take it left and right.
But it's basically you can pick this up with your hands, but you can sort of barely pick it up with your hands because it does get pretty hot. So, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Okay, I can't actually taste this popcorn until I sit down and get the movie going, so let's do that. But I can tell you, maybe I didn't put quite enough popcorn in there. Okay, let's sneak one. Okay. I didn't get all the corns to pop. Might have been my fault for not putting enough kernels in there. I think most of my kernels just ended up on the table, on the floor. I've just got a cheap little video projector up here. You can get these for less than $100. And I've got this secret little built-in movie screen. That is just a window blind that you can get from your local hardware store. Let's get this party rocking. Okay, I already ate half of them. Fun little cooking kettle. I didn't think I'd really get too excited over cooking popcorn or even having a cooking kettle, but I gotta say, with the power stations that I have now, this is a fun little product. It cooks a decent batch of popcorn. I don't think I put enough kernels in there. Drink, eat, pop. Doesn't get any simpler than that. I can see this, using this for cooking up soup, even doing rice. I've already got a French press, so I don't think I'll contaminate my popcorn maker with coffee. And likely popcorn is going to be my thing with this. Nice product if you're into RV camping, you're into the whole van life thing, or if you got an off-grid property with a power station or with some source of power. It is energy efficient, but you need that power. Happy to recommend this product. Joulle for the win. Gonna go finish watching that movie. If any of this was helpful, if you enjoy what you see here, consider liking or subscribing. I'm always creating new off-grid content and happy to share pretty cool, interesting products with you guys and just kind of share my experience of living, not really living, but a weekend warrior off-grid in the woods. Happy off-gridding, guys.
And right. Come on, man. All the way up. And right.